Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So this is another phone from a company called Cellallure, and I've worked with them before with another phone. It was a 6-inch phone. That phone was, it was okay. This is a 5.5-inch version, and this is the Cool S2. It's a different brand. This one also is available at Target. It's going to be available at Target, it's $119. It's unlocked. You get 32 gigs onboard storage, 2 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 13 megapixel camera. It looks like you get a protection case in there as well, just like the other one. This is going to be a 720p display more than likely, and it's just a quad core, a 5 megapixel on the front. So the target for this, no pun intended, the target audience for this is people who are just kind of walking through Target, and they say a mom's going to get a son a phone or something, or a daughter. I don't know, but the price point on this is a little higher than I think it should be based on the other phone experience that I had with them. It just wasn't great. Now they do offer a lot in the packaging. They do offer a pretty appealing package, but performance and things like that is to be desired. Now I don't know with this phone yet. With the other phone, it was pretty decent, but not stellar because of the price. It should have been more like $29 or something like that. So we'll see with this one. But just like the other one, this one has a free case. You get a free case with it. This is it. This one is actually super lightweight. Let's peel this off here. I like the texture. This is a soft touch matte. This is a really cheap plasticky phone, it feels already, but let's peel this screen protector thing off here, because there's a screen protector under there, so I try not to mess it up. But you can see here, 5.5-inch HD display. It says Android OS, so that lets you know it's not running anything kind of new. And they've got an extra screen protector, which is actually cool. Manuals and everything in here. You actually get headphones. I mean, these little things like that are nice. I don't think they're trying to compete with like Motorola and things like that. I don't know that they are. This is a 2500 milliamp hour battery here. And so you do get a free case. You got micro USB here. You get a battery, a charging brick there. So let's put all this aside here. And let's put this case over here. And these are unlocked GSM phones. So they're going to be probably a little bit more. This is actually a dual SIM with an SD card slot, so that's cool. This soft touch back is actually pretty nice, And so when I review phones like this, I go into it knowing that it's not going to be stellar, or I lower my expectations, I should say. And it does have a headphone jack. The charging port is up top. That lets you know it's probably not the best quality when phones are with it like that on the top for some reason. I don't know why they do that. Cool animation. You can see you've got a back, a home, and a recent on that side. You got that front-facing camera up top. Soft touch, 13 megapixel bottom firing speaker there, as you can see there. Designed in Miami, Florida. You've got the Cellallure logo. This is actually a pretty cool looking phone, man. This is a cool looking phone. It's not a bad looking phone, and I'm pretty sure it'll perform very well. But since I'm in the higher, even though I'm not even in the high-end tech game, still, this is it's gonna have its work cut out for. For 119 bucks, this thing better do good. So now I'm gonna set it up, and I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna do some camera footage, and I'll talk about it. So I'm gonna use this for a bit, and so the second half of this video is gonna be after I've used it for a while. All right, guys, this is video footage from the Cellallure Cool S2. You get a sense of the audio and how the phone is gonna perform. It has those settings like high, fine, low. It doesn't show 720, 1080. It doesn't show that. So again, this is the quality that you're going to get. Now, to my surprise, this camera is actually doing pretty good, man. I didn't think it would do this good. It's kind of noisy out. You see all the cars going by and everything. Let's check the zoom. It's got 4x zoom. I can focus over there. Grainy as I expected it to be. But to my surprise, man, the camera isn't doing as bad as I thought it was going to do. In the settings, it does have EIS. So I don't know how true that is, but let's walk down the stairs here. I kind of ran down the stairs a little bit, but I'm just walking at a normal pace. And I'm going to go up and tilt. this camera is actually doing decent. I can see why they would put this in Walmart, or excuse me, Target, because a family walking through and his kids keep bugging them for a phone. They don't want to go to a carrier. You can get this phone on any carrier and you're good to go. Unlocked for all GSM. Won't work on Verizon, won't work on Sprint or Boost or any of those, or Virgin, for those that might ask. Now, as expected, the front camera doesn't look that great, but hey, you know, when you're walking through Target and you find a nice unlocked phone, it's gonna have to do. But I'm outside, so it's really overexposing. It's really blowing it out. So let's see how it looks in the office. Okay, so here it is back up here in the office, and it's kind of the same thing. You know, this really blowing it out, like the whites are extremely blown out on the front. So the front camera is not very good at all. So the rear camera, the rear 13 megapixel camera, it actually is very good in pretty much all the settings that I've used it in. This is up here in the office, and this is the 13 megapixel rear camera. You can definitely tell the difference in quality. The front camera is just horrible, but at least the rear camera is pretty decent. Alright guys, so basically what you're getting with this phone is you're getting a stockish device. You got a little bit of bloatware. You got that Target app, but you have an FM radio, and you got those, you know, flashlight. Those things right there I don't really consider to be too much bloatware. But I want to get into the storage here, because they say that this phone is 32 gigs storage, but it's actually just a 16 gig SD card in the phone. Kind of clever. Kind of clever. Let me show you the outside of the box. It's got a little asterisk by it right there. Now I didn't notice that before, but that just means this is a 16 gig phone with an SD card slot, and it's got a 16 gig SD card in here, and it's right there. See it? I didn't even notice it before, but it's kind of clever. But this has adaptive storage, so I can actually use it. You can set it up to work as internal storage. Is it the same? Nah, it's not the same. But if I go to setup here, use as internal storage. So this is that's not a horrible thing, by the way. The fact that this phone has adaptive storage is kind of crazy, because it's, you know, it's there. But you've got let's go to About, and you can see the model there, and you can see it's running Android 6.0. So, I mean, it's a basic phone, you know. I showed you some camera footage already, so you can see how the camera is. It's a basic phone for people who are not going to be doing too much on the device. The front camera on this thing is horrible. The rear camera is decent. The speaker is not very good. It's not very loud, I'll say. Can't say it's not good, but because it is a speaker. But I was actually pretty surprised at how well the rear camera actually did. So I don't know. You can find this at Target for $119. The Cool S2. So be sure to hit your local Target if that's what you want to do, and pick up one of these for your kid or yourself. If you're not into smartphones heavily, I can definitely recommend a phone like this, because it's not going to perform like what you think. It's not going to give you this stellar performance that you want from the. It's not going to perform bad. It's just not going to be the cameras. Cameras are a highlight for me. You got to have good cameras. And in no way is it going to have good cameras or something like that, or the phone I'm recording with, or that phone sitting over there. It's just not going to happen, folks. So you got to be realistic in your purchase, and knowing that this is a budget phone for a reason. It will work. It is Android. It's a decent phone for what it is. So check out Target at your local stores in Target, and look for the Cool S2 from Cellallure. See you guys in the next video.